right, good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to the Weathers Wenzel Center here on the beautiful Perkinston campus of Gulf Coast Community College as the Lady Bulldogs host the Lady Sun Chiefs of Faulkner State women's basketball this afternoon. Lady Bulldogs coming into this afternoon, impressive 12-3 overall at .800 winning percentage on the season, 3-1 in district play. They've won the last 6 in a row, and the starting lineup's about to be introduced here inside the gymnasium.
This evening's contest is between the Faulkner State.
Starting lineup's about to be introduced. Both squads this afternoon. Game time set for 4 o'clock.
Sun Chiefs, starting guard, number 3, Diamond Williams.
And for the Sun Chiefs, number 3, Diamond Williams. A 5'6" freshman from Atmore. Kenyetta Witter is a 5'4" guard. She's a sophomore out of Pensacola, Florida. Number 14, Sharonda Cooper, is a forward. She stands 5'10", a freshman from Thorsby. 15 is Mary Robinson, a 5'11" freshman guard from Enterprise, Alabama. And in the middle, a 6'4" center, a freshman, Shantavia Harris from Mobile. And the Sun Chiefs gathering up there at center court, and the Lady Bulldogs about to be introduced. See the receiving line there for the Lady Bulldogs. And Shamika Hart. Shamika being introduced. She played 14 games, averaging Presley Owens. There is number 21, LaPrecious Thompson, a sophomore. Yasmin Nelson, 6'2", sophomore, down in the power forward position. And rounding out the starting 5, Markia Nix, a sophomore out of Moss Point at 5'10". And there's your Lady Bulldog starters. They'll circle up at mid-court and get ready to take on the Sun Chiefs here this afternoon. Nice to have you along with us. Wayne Fleury sitting in for Bill Schneider here this afternoon. First time at the streaming broadcast, so bear with us, and we'll get the rust off of the edges here and get ready to go. Lady Bulldogs coached by Melanie Stone, assisted by Pete Georgian, longtime basketball coach here in Stone County as Coach Georgian. And of course, Coach Stone's husband in the Stone County School District as well, waving at him over there. Adam Stone, the head football coach for Stone High School. So the Lady Bulldogs, an impressive 12-3 on the year. And again, 3-1 in conference play in the South Division. They've won their last 6 in a row, and here comes the tip. It is tipped away and controlled by the Lady Sun Chiefs as they dribble around in the front court. Looking to work it inside and down into the lane, kicks it back out. Now back inside again. Pull-up jumper from beyond the arc, off the rim and no good. Rebounded, fought far, and scrambled controlled by the Sun Chiefs. Down underneath, and there's the first bucket of the ball game. That's scored by number 15, which is Robinson for the Lady Sun Chiefs. LaPrecious Thompson will bring it into the front court, around to Nix on the far side. Down in the near corner, long shot bounces away and rebounded by the Sun Chiefs. And they'll bring it back into the front court, round near side, down low to the big girl underneath, and off the front of the rim and in. That's number 55, Harris, the 6'4" center out of Mobile. Lady Bulldogs quickly back into the front court. They push it down inside. Owens will take one from about 12 feet out. No good, rebounded by the Sun Chiefs. And they'll kick it back out. Just underway, it's 4-0 Sun Chiefs. Lady Bulldogs trying to get on the board here this afternoon. There's a drive down near the baseline, kicks it back out to Harris, and Harris will toss it back into the front court. Into the lane, a pull-up jumper from the free throw line is no good. Rebounded by Yasmin Nelson. Thompson will bring it back down for the Lady Bulldogs, takes it all the way in herself and draws the foul. First foul of the ball game. Going to be whistled on number 3, and that is Diamond Williams. So Williams picking up her first foul of the ball game. LaPrecious Thompson to the line to shoot 2 for the Lady Bulldogs. First one is up and away, and it's good. Thompson will put up her second shot, and it is good. So the Lady Bulldogs trail it 4-2 here early on. Long outlet pass into the front court for the Sun Chiefs. And back out to the top. Williams works it around near side to Cooper. Now Cooper out to Williams again. And Williams will kick it back out to the top. Cooper looking for a seam and being pressured there by Nix. Cooper presses it down, pull-up jumper, rims out, rebounded by Nix. And she'll press it up. Shamika Hart down low, batted away, saved in by the Sun Chiefs. And here comes Williams back the other direction. Out to Kenyatta Whitter on the far side. And she'll toss it back up to Cooper, and they'll look to go down low. Into Harris, off the rim and no good. Rebounded, pulled away by Yasmin Nelson. And here comes LaPrecious Thompson. Presley Owens underneath, and she couldn't come up with it. Nice defensive effort by the Sun Chiefs. Cooper down near side, long three-pointer rims out, and it'll be rebounded by Markia Nix. And LaPrecious Thompson will bring it back down for the Lady Bulldogs. All the way down to Shamika Hart in the lane. Down low to Owens. Owens turn around, and she's going to be fouled. Nope, whistle for a travel in the lane. So a lot of action here in the first 2 3/4 minutes or so. 17-14 on the first quarter clock, and it's 4-2 Sun Chiefs. Lady Sun Chiefs will bring it down. Kenyatta Whitter, sophomore guard out of Pensacola, works it around to the right side. Kicks it out to the far court, LaMonica Lewis. And Lewis held into traffic, goes down low to Harris, can't hold it. LaPrecious Thompson coming back for the Lady Bulldogs. Fast break opportunity, and she's going to be fouled down low by Sharonda Cooper.
For the Lady Bulldogs.
Cooper will draw her first foul of the ball game. And Thompson will go back to the line. Thompson's got 2 on the afternoon, the only 2 the Bulldogs have so far, and they both came from the free throw stripe. First shot is up and good.
Down in the near corner, long shot bounce down near side.
And it's good. So we're tied at 4, and LaPrecious Thompson all the points so far for the Lady Bulldogs. Sun Chiefs will bring it into the front court. LaMonica Lewis working the offense. Left side to Jordan Jeanson. And Jeanson held up there by Owens, looking for somewhere to go, and she gets it away. A drive into the inside, and looks like we're going to have a jump ball. Nope, whistle to travel underneath. And Presley Owens, a nice job defensively there for the Lady Bulldogs. Thompson will bring it in. And tried to go down low. Couldn't communicate well that time, and out of bounds it goes. A turnover to the Lady Sun Chiefs. 16-22 here, first half action. And Cooper. And LaMonica Lewis is going to be whistled for a charge on the far side. That'll be her first foul of the ball game. I think he called that on 32. See it 32. Maybe it was 42. I don't know. It looked like 32 from where I'm sitting. Bulldogs will work it around, and Presley Owens back out to Thompson. Tried to go down low, and it's picked off. Another turnover, and here comes Lewis. Lewis, a pull-up jumper just inside the arc. Rims out, rebounded by Thompson. Thompson will press it forward. She's got Hart on the near side, take it herself and in. And LaPrecious Thompson has all 6 points for the Lady Bulldogs, and a 30-second timeout called by the Sun Chiefs. 6-4, 15:43 to go here, first half action. Glad to have you along with us today as the Lady Bulldogs host the Sun Chiefs of Faulkner State. Nice day weather-wise outside. We're inside the Weathers-Wenzel Center here on the campus of Gulf Coast Community College, the home campus, the Perkinston campus. And the Lady Bulldogs have taken their first lead of the afternoon after trailing 2-zip. Sun Chiefs will inbound. And Kenyetta Whitter will bring it in for the Sun Chiefs. Off to the right side, and Jenkins gives way to Jordan Jeanson, and it's picked off by Presley Owens. Thompson and Hart coming down off to Hart, and she's going to be fouled. Nope, whistle for a travel. So a traveling whistle will turn it over to the Sun Chiefs. And Whitter will bring it into the front court. Jeanson on the near side. Back out to the top, and Jenkins just inside, and it rims out, rebounded by Yasmin Nelson. Nelson at 6'2", big force under the basket for the Lady Bulldogs. Shamika Hart as the Lady Bulldogs work it around, and now we're going to be whistled for a travel on Markia Nix. So a tight ball game being whistled by these officials here this afternoon. And the Sun Chiefs will inbound on the far side. 14:47, the clock moving here. First half action, and the Lady Bulldogs a 2-point lead. Sun Chiefs trying to work it into the lane. Pull-up jumper rolls in and good, and we're tied at 6. Slim crowd on hand today. Not even a lot of students here this afternoon. A lot of them probably went home for the weekend. Cross court, Shamika Hart, three-pointer, and it's good. So Shamika Hart, her first three-pointer of the ball game. And Whitter will work the offense for the Sun Chiefs. Jenkins spin around, pulls it up, going to be fouled. And I believe LaPrecious Thompson going to pick up her first foul of the ball game. So that's going to send Latrika Jenkins to the line. Freshman guard out of Bay Minette. And the first shot is up, rims out, and no good. Into the ball game now for the Lady Bulldogs. Freshman guard Samara Dingus-Wayo. Why are you looking at me like that? Presley Owens grabs the rebound. Both free throws no good. And LaPrecious Thompson will work it around. Loose ball's going to roll out of bounds, and last touch by the Bulldogs. And so that'll be a turnover as well. Sun Chiefs working on far court as Jenkins gives way now to Jeanson. And Jeanson near side to Williams. Tried to go down low to Harris. Now it's going to be tipped out of bounds. And the Sun Chiefs will inbound from the baseline. Jenkins inbound pass to Harris. Turnaround partially broken up by Yasmin Nelson. And looks like Harris going to pick up her first foul. Shantavia Harris, 6'4" center out of Mobile. And she picks her first of the ball game. 14 fouls for the Sun Chiefs. Only one thus far for the Lady Bulldogs. And Nix pulled up along when it rims out. Couldn't control the rebound, and we got players going everywhere. And it looks like Yasmin Nelson going to be whistled for her first foul of the ball game. And the scramble for the basketball. Yasmin Nelson picks up her first, the Bulldogs' second. Courtney Jones checks in, freshman out of Bruton, Alabama, for the Lady Sun Chiefs. Williams brings it into the front court. Jeanson tried to go down low, and it's picked off by Presley Owens, and here come the Lady Bulldogs the other direction. LaPrecious Thompson. All right, then. And another sub as LaMonica Lewis will check back in for the Sun Chiefs. Sun Chiefs work the perimeter. A long three-point bucket by number 10, Latrika Jenkins, is good. And we're tied at 9. Presley Owens down low. And looks like Nix batting around, and it's going to be last touch by the Bulldogs, out of bounds underneath. Kind of like a boxing match. Both these teams kind of feeling each other out here, taking a few jabs here and there. And you get the feeling the Lady Bulldogs will settle into a rhythm here in just a few, as looks like Courtney Jones tried to drive down low. We're going to have a foul whistled against Presley Owens. Presley picking up her first. That'll send Courtney Jones, 5'10" freshman out of Bruton, to the stripe for the Sun Chiefs. Her first shot is good. Brittany Jones checking in, and she'll give Yasmin Nelson a break down low. Waiting the second of the 1-and-1 by Courtney Jones. And it rims out, rebounded Presley Owens, and Thompson will bring it back down for the Lady Bulldogs. Dingus-Wayo on the far side didn't like what she saw. Kick it back around to her, and she'll take the long jumper. Air ball, and Nix comes down with it underneath. Hand passed it out, and we've got a whistle. 3 seconds in the lane. Whistled against the Lady Bulldogs. So some tight officiating here this afternoon. Lady Bulldogs trail it by 1 with 12:03 to go first half. It is 10-9. Sun Chiefs working it around the perimeter. A drive inside, pull-up jumper from the foul stripe is no good. Dingus-Wayo the rebound. Kicked it out to Thompson, and she'll bring it down. And we got another whistle. 25 on the shot clock. got to get the shot clock fixed.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to have that. So Marquia Nix will inbound, and Thompson and the Bulldogs will reset. Kick it around on the far side, down low to Jones, up and off, no good, and couldn't control her own rebound. Brought out by the Sun Chiefs, and they'll slow it down. Now they'll turn it back in. Kicked it back out, top of the key, three-point shot coming up, and it's good. So Latrika Jenkins has made two three-point shots this afternoon, and Coach Melanie Stone will take a timeout. Comes with 11:21, Lady Bulldogs trailing 13-9 here early on. There you see head coach Melanie Stone talking to the Lady Bulldog. You can hear her all the way up here. I've got muffs on and I can hear her. She's not happy. Of course, they do look a little sluggish this afternoon, but they'll get it worked out here in just a few minutes. And there's the second of the 30-second buzzers to come out of the timeout. Again, Lady Bulldogs on a 6-game winning streak. They're 8-0 here at home, 4-3 on the road. And so this is a very friendly atmosphere, as you would imagine, for the Lady Bulldogs. Thompson will bring it in to the front court. Dingus way on the near side. Back to Thompson. Trying to find their outlet. They want to get down low to Presley Owens or out wide. Nix now driving into the lane and in. Count the basket. Foul's going to be on number 21, Amber Spites. And Amber's out of Chatham. She'll pick up her first foul. Marquia Nix under the basket, and it counted, so she'll get one to try to bring the Lady Bulldogs within 1 point here. Marquia Nix, sophomore guard out of Moss Point, and her free shot is good. Sun Chiefs working it around. There's a drive into the paint and whistle for traveling. Got a female official here this afternoon, and she likes her whistle. A lot of whistles here in the first 10 minutes of this ball game. Total of 8 fouls whistled so far. Tip last touch by the Sun Chiefs, or check that, by the Bulldogs. And a little bit of question coming on, but nonetheless, here come the Sun Chiefs. They'll work it in the front court. Long three-point shot again. This is going to be off the back of the rim, rebounded by Thompson, and she'll press it up. She's got Nix and Owens. Thompson into the lane, down low to Owens. Beautiful pass, and Presley Owens converts. Lady Bulldogs back in front by 1. And a whistle on the far side. Lady Bulldogs will inbound. So Presley Owens will inbound, and we're at the halfway point here of the first half of play. Lady Bulldogs holding a 1-point advantage so far. Down low, trying to get to Jones underneath, and she couldn't control it. A little high, and here come the Sun Chiefs. LaMonica Lewis gets it down low to Tyreka Johnson, or Takira, I should say. And here comes Marquia Nix. Fast break opportunity, up and in. And Marquia Nix. (16-13) Lady Bulldogs. 9.5 to go before halftime. Sun Chiefs working it around. There's a drive, and they'll kick it back out. And we got another traveling violation whistle. I'm serious. Got to bounce it. It's basketball. LaPrecious Thompson will pick it up. That'll start the clock at 9:20 as she brings it into the front court. Shamika Hart near side. Presley Owens in the left wing. Long three-point shot by Owens. Off the backboard and no good. Rebounded by the Sun Chiefs. And they'll bring it down. There's a drive all the way down low, and a good effort that time by number 11, Kenyetta Witter. And Witter takes it all the way underneath. Shamika Hart for three. Off the rim, rebounded Owens, and the putback is good. Presley Owens. 18-15. 8.5 minutes now before halftime. And Sun Chiefs on the far side, a little touch. And it looks like 21, LaPrecious Thompson, going to be whistled for a foul. And so that's her second of the ball game. Fourth team foul for the Lady Bulldogs. Thompson with two, Nelson with one, and Presley Owens with one. Inbound pass will come from underneath. Quickly in, and looks like Presley Owens is going to pick up her second foul of the ball game. And she does. That's going to send Takira Johnson to the line. Takira is a sophomore guard out of Pensacola. And the first of her two are good. She is a 67% free throw shooter, is Takira. And she makes them both here. Quick inbound pass, and here comes LaPrecious. Down to Shamika Hart. Far side to Markia Nix. Back over to Shamika, and she'll pull it up and in and out. Rebounded underneath and back up. Now we're going to have a traveling violation. That's Helenisha Young underneath the basket. They're seeing a lot of stuff down there. And the Sun Chiefs will bring it back into the front court. There's a drive down low off the backboard and no good, and tipped out of bounds. Going to be controlled by the Lady Bulldogs. 8 minutes exactly. We've played 12. Bulldogs lead it by one, 18-17. And here comes LaPrecious Thompson. Thompson near side to Hart. Kicks it back over to Nix. Thinks about it. Back to Hart. And Hart. Kick it back over to LaPrecious. She'll drive down into the lane. That was going to be blocked on the inside and controlled back out by the Sun Chief. Fast break opportunity. In and out. Rebounded by Markia Nix. Back the other direction. Nix all the way down low to Thompson. Up too hard and no good. Far controlled by Shamika Hart. And Shamika will bring it back out and try to settle things down a little bit. Markia Nix. Back front to Nix. Three-point shot. And it's good. Markia Nix from three-point land. And the Lady Bulldogs. Tough defense, and Hart's going to be whistled for the reach-in. Shamika Hart's going to pick up her first foul of the ball game. That's going to push the team total to 6 for the Lady Bulldogs. One more, and the Sun Chiefs will be in the bonus. I think she did. Kenyetta Witter works it around, now takes it down inside herself, kick it back out to the top. And Tiara Henry. Henry, quick turnaround put up is no good, rebounded by Nix. And here come the Lady Bulldogs. Kendra Hall will bring the ball into the front court. Nix on the far side, thought about it. Shamika Hart will take it. And it rims in and out, rebounded underneath. Kick back out front. That was Helenisha Young on the rebound. Down low this time to Nix. Up and off the rim, gets her own rebound, and she'll kick it back out, and they'll try to settle this down. Kendra Hall all the way back across to Shamika Hart, and that one's off the rim. Rebounded this time by Yasmin Nelson. And the ball goes up and a whistle. Took a long time for that whistle to come. Looks like number 10, which is Latrika Jenkins, and she'll pick up her first foul. That's going to send Yasmin Nelson to the line for the Lady Bulldogs. 21-17, and Nelson makes the first of two. Yasmin Nelson's a 67% free throw shooter. Say that 10 times real quick. Second shot on the way, and it is good. So Nelson makes both of hers. Lady Bulldogs lead it by 6. Oh, there's a double dribble. Kind of lost the handle, did Kenyetta Witter. Helenisha Young will inbound on the near side. Kendra Hall into the front court for the Lady Bulldogs. She'll kick it out right. Shamika Hart. And now Markia Nix, a pull-up jumper from 18, and it's good. 25-17 as the Sun Chiefs bring it into the front court. And you kind of get the sense the Lady Bulldogs have settled into their rhythm here. Down low to Harris, and Harris banks one in. Pressure coming. Tried to get it down low to Yasmin Nelson, and Nelson couldn't control it. So the Sun Chiefs will inbound. Six-point deficit for the Lady Sun Chiefs with 5:30 to go before halftime here. And now we're going to have a timeout taken by the Sun Chiefs. This will be a full timeout for the Sun Chiefs. There you get a look at the Lady Bulldog basketball cheerleaders. Stone Eye Soccer in action a little while ago. Dropped it close one to Pearl. 2-zip. They're out of the playoffs and their season's done. They had a good season this year. One game away from the South State Championship. Sun Chiefs and Bulldogs going at it here this afternoon. Here come the Sun Chiefs into the front court. And lost the handle on it, did Latrika Jenkins, and that'll be a turnover to the Lady Bulldogs. Kendra Hall will bring it into the front court. Hart back over to Nix on the far side. She tried to go down low, tipped away, controlled underneath. And off the backboard and good. Helenisha Young. 27-19 now. Lady Bulldogs on defense as the Sun Chiefs try to work it around. That's Mary Robinson giving way to LaMonica Lewis. And on the far side, Diamond Williams tried to drive it down underneath. That'll go off the Knicks, out of bounds, and it'll remain Sun Chief basketball. .442 before halftime here. Inbound pass comes all the way into Diamond Williams. And Williams down low to Harris. Quick turnaround blocked by Yasmin Nelson. Shamika Hart will bring it out. Hart and Hall underneath, and Hart off the backboard a little too hard, and Shamika was standing on the baseline, so that'll give it back over to the Sun Chiefs. Long pass down low, and Markia Nix going to be whistled for the foul. That's going to be Marquia's first of the ball game. 7th team foul, and that'll send the Sun Chiefs into the bonus. Mary Robinson at the line. First shot on the way and good. Robinson is a 54% free throw shooter. Second shot on the way, and it rims out. So 50% on that trip, a little below average. And here comes the Bulldogs. Down low, Yasmin Nelson, and just off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Harris. Sun Chiefs coming in. Robinson can't control, and that'll be a turnover to the Lady Bulldogs. 4:07 to go. Lady Bulldogs with a 7-point advantage here. As Kendra Hall will work it into the front court. She's got Nelson down low, Nix on the left wing, Hart on the right. Hart back to Hall up top. Quick outlet pass, Shamika Hart, and off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded underneath Marquia Nix, and she'll draw the foul. Probably going to be on Shantavia Harris underneath. And it is. That's Harris's second foul of the ball game, and the 7th for the Sun Chiefs as well. So now both teams in the bonus. Marquia Nix to the line. Nix, first shot is good. Marquia Nix, a 63% foul shooter. She's averaging right under 13 points a game, and she makes both of those. Unofficially, she got 5-7 so far in this ball game. I guess they'll give us halftime stats, huh? You don't know? 29-20. Lady Bulldogs with a 9-point advantage here with just under 4 minutes to go. Scramble underneath. This will be a jump ball situation. And possession error in favor of the Bulldogs. So Helenisha Young will inbound. Kendra Hall will bring it into the front court. Hart, Nelson, and checked into the ball game just a few minutes ago is Mulaney Nicky, and Nicky has it on the far side. Down low to Nelson, and Nelson was pushed, but no whistle there. Outlet pass to the Sun Chiefs. Coming across near side, pull-up jumper from 15 away is no good. Rebound Sun Chiefs back off the glass, and that's Robinson, and Robinson puts it up and in. Kendra Hall back on the Bulldog basketball front court. Mulaney Nicky far side, all the way across. Shamika Hart, 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by the Sun Chiefs. Courtney Jones on the rebound, and she'll outlet to Kenyatta Witter. Witter into the front court. Near side to Cooper, and Cooper drives the lane, puts a one-hander up, no good. Yasmin Nelson to rebound. And here comes Kendra Hall. Outlet to Shamika Hart. Another 3-point basket. In and out, no good. Shamika's on a dry spell here. And here comes the Sun Chiefs. Just under 2.5 minutes before halftime. Lady Bulldogs with a 7-point advantage. Led at 1 point by 9. There's a jumper from about 10 feet away. It's no good. Rebounded by Nelson. And Shamika Hart will bring it in off the glass herself. And just rolls out. And she was standing on the baseline when she touched it, so it'll be a turnover to the Sun Chiefs. Action's picked up quite a bit here in the last couple of minutes. Just over 2 to go here in the first half. And the Lady Bulldogs with a 7-point advantage. Sun Chiefs into the front court. 3-point shot from the far side is good. And that's Mary Robinson. Kendra Hall will bring it down with a 4-point advantage here. Minute 45 before halftime. Down low and off the back of the glass and good. Brittany Jones. Lady Sun Chiefs with a minute and a half to go. Driving the lane. Up and bounces off the rim and no good. Mulaney Nicky controls it. Kendra Hall will slow things down a bit and wait for some help. Mulaney Nicky on the far side. Kicks it near side to Shamika Hart. 3-point shot. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Bulldogs, but she couldn't hang on, and we've got a player down. That's Helenisha Young that's down and on the near end and controlled by the Lady Bulldogs, and now we're going to have a whistle as Helenisha Young is still on the floor. 31-25, timeout with 58.3 seconds to go. And they're going to attend to Helenisha Young. She's holding her left knee. Coach Stone talking to one of the officials here as they attend to Helenisha. Helenisha is a freshman, 5'10" forward, averaging just under 3 points per game. And she is back up, coming off under her own power and favoring her left leg a little bit. Hopefully she'll be okay. Markia Nix will check back in as Young will get a break here. Still attending the left knee of Helenisha Young, or the training staff here for the Lady Bulldogs. Kendra Hall will kick it out. Hart back down to Nix and out to Hart again. She's open for three, and that one's in and out. She's missed her last four three-point shot attempts. Rolls around, and we're going to have an offensive foul. Going to be whistled on Brittany Jones underneath. That's Brittany's first foul of the ball game, and it comes with just over 40 seconds to go. That'll send one of the Sun Chiefs to the line. They'll let Mary Robinson do the honors. Again, Mary is a 54% free throw shooter. She makes the first one. Second shot is on the way, and it's good. So 3 out of 4 so far for Robinson on the afternoon, and it's 27-31. Mulaney Nicky will try a three-pointer. Off the back of the rim and no good. Saved in bounds by the Sun Chiefs, but Nicky pushed it back out, and it'll be Sun Chief basketball. 30.5 seconds to go here before halftime. Slight differential between the shot clock and the game clock here. We'll see if the Sun Chiefs will try to hold for a final shot of the first half. Got it out high in the front court as they work it around. Now with 10 seconds to go, they'll begin to push. Gets a handle on the basketball, and there's lost her dribble. Picks it back up down into the lane, and it falls. And the official says score the basket. So a last second shot is good, and that was taken in by Takira Johnson. And so halftime score is going to be 29-31. Lady Bulldogs lead it by 2 points. We've played 20 minutes of basketball. Halftime is upon us. We'll take a break. These two teams will head to the locker rooms as Coach Melanie Stone still talking to the officials. And we'll be back with second half action here in just a little while. Stick around. Bulldog basketball, Lady Bulldog basketball from the Weathers Wenzel Center this afternoon.
right now, Kyle. Thank you. Yeah.
Bats or anything like that? Huh? Occasionally? All right, back here in the Weathers Wenzel Center, the gymnasium here on the Perkinston campus. Some halftime stats for you. Again, the halftime score, Lady Bulldogs 31, Sun Chiefs 29. For the Sun Chiefs, Mary Robinson leads all scorers. She has 10, played 14 minutes of the first half here. She's followed closely by Latrika Jenkins. She has 8. Takira Johnson has 4. Courtney Jones added a point. Shantavia Harris down low, she's got 4 as well, and Kenyetta Whitter has a couple. A total of 29 for the Sun Chiefs. For the Lady Bulldogs, Markia Nix leads all scorers with 12. She's followed closely by LaPrecious Thompson with 6. Presley Owens has 4. And then 3 players with 2 points apiece. Yasmin Nelson has a couple. Brittany Jones, Helenisha Young. Shamika Hart has 3. Interestingly enough, she made her first 3-point bucket and then missed the next 8. So 1 out of 9 from the 3-point arc is Shamika Hart here in the first half of play. Still got about a minute or so before the start of the second half. And the Lady Bulldogs will be looking to get Shamika Hart warmed up a little bit. Lady Bulldogs had a 32% field goal percentage in the first half of the ball game. From three-point land, they were 500. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Faulkner State. 32% from the floor, a 500, 3 out of 6 from beyond the arc. And the Lady Bulldogs were 29% from the floor and only 16% from three-point land. So still fortunate to be out ahead, 31-29. No technical fouls in the first half of the ball game. As we get ready to start the second half of play, and you get a good shot of the Lady Bulldogs there. They're going to start with Owens, Hart, Thompson, Nix, and Nelson. And the next 20 minutes is about to get underway. Glad to have you along with us. Bulldog basketball being streamed to you live from the Weathers Wenzel Center here this afternoon. They'll swap ends of the court as the Sun Chiefs work it around. Williams on the far side kicks it down low, and Presley Owens with defensive pressure. Now back out to the top, and they'll kick it out again. Sharonda Cooper. Cooper, a drive off the backboard, no good. Rebound, Yasmin Nelson. And here comes LaPrecious Thompson. Nelson had 7 rebounds in the first half and starts off with the first one here in the second. Shamika Hart, Presley Owens, and Markia Nix will try a three-pointer, and it's good. So Nix opens the second half scoring for the Lady Bulldogs. Sun Chiefs in the front court with the basketball. LaPrecious Thompson with a little defensive pressure out there. And a drive into the lane, blocked, rejected by Yasmin Nelson. Markia Nix will bring it up right side, all the way off the backboard, and no good. Rebounded underneath, controlled back out by Yasmin Nelson, and Markia Nix will bring it out. Down low to Nelson, and Nelson's going to be fouled underneath. Foul's going to be whistled on number 23. That is Courtney Jones. That'll be her first foul of the ball game, and the first of the second half here for the Sun Chiefs. Yasmin Nelson to the foul line. First shot is on the way and off the back of the rim and no good. Yasmin Nelson, a 66% free throw shooter. Second one on the way, and it rims out as well, so none that trip for Yasmin Nelson. Lady Sun Chiefs back into the front court, working it left side, and Shamika Hart went for the steal there. Right corner three-point bucket is no good. Rebound controlled by the Sun Chiefs, tipped out of bounds, and the Lady Bulldogs will control it. Presley Owens will inbound, and LaPrecious Thompson will bring it into the front court. And we got a whistle, and it won't go. Foul's going to be whistled on number 15. That is Mary Robinson. Her first of the ball game, the second of the second half here. And Yasmin Nelson again to the line. She missed two the last trip down. See if she can do better here. And she makes the first. Second shot from Yasmin Nelson. And it's good. So 2 out of 4 is Yasmin Nelson. She's got 4 points in the ball game, 2 here in the second half. All from the foul line. Sun Chiefs working it around. On the top is Williams. Williams on the right side to Jones, back up front. Long shot taken, no good. And we're going to have a foul whistled on 21. That's LaPrecious Thompson. And Thompson going to pick up her third foul of the ball game. First team foul here in the second half, but that's 3 on Thompson. Sun Chiefs in the front court. Back up top to Cooper, near side. Back to Cooper again. Or check that, Williams, Diamond Williams. On the far side, shot taken, no good, air ball, rebound, Markia Nix. LaPrecious Thompson brings the basketball in. Far side, Shamika Hart and Presley Owens. Had to be tipped back in by Markia Nix. And now the officials saying controlled by the Sun Chiefs. Disapproval of the fans on the near side. And a replay there courtesy of the Bulldog technical crew. Chris Anderson handling things here in the control booth. Down low and off the backboard and good. Scored the basket for Courtney Jones. Thompson will bring it up for the Lady Bulldogs. Down low, Yasmin Nelson, and Nelson going to be guilty of the travel. And back the other direction. Whistles are still a little tight. Bulldogs still maintain a 5-point advantage here. Just about 16 and a half to go in the ball game. Williams working against LaPrecious Thompson. 3-point shot attempt in and out by Latrika Jenkins, and the Bulldogs control the basketball. LaPrecious Thompson. Presley Owens down low, trying to get position inside. Hart back up to Nix. 3-point shot, top of the key, off the backboard rim and no good. Put back in by Shamika Hart. So Shamika Hart with 5 so far in the ball game. And the Sun Chiefs will work it. There's a drive down low and a whistle. Latrika Jenkins tried to get inside, and we're going to have a foul whistled against Markia Nix. Be her first of the second half. Second foul of the ball game for Markia. She has 2. Inbound pass comes into Williams, back across to LaMonica Lewis. Now Williams, near side, they try to go down low, tipped away by Yasmin Nelson. Good shot of Yasmin Nelson there, number 23 for the Lady Bulldogs. Inlet pass is not handled but controlled by Courtney Jones, and she'll give way to Diamond Williams again as she'll set the offense for the Sun Chiefs. Working it left side. Back across to Jenkins. Jenkins drives in off the edge of the backboard, tipped around and controlled by Nelson. Now we're going to have a foul whistle. Foul's going to be called on number 15, Mary Robinson, and that's Mary's second foul of the ball game. Third team foul for the Sun Chiefs here in the second half. LaPrecious Thompson to bring it into the front court for the Lady Bulldogs. Thought about it, kicked it out near side to Markia Nix. Markia cross court, Shamika Hart, 3-point shot off the front of the rim, no good. Nix the rebound, the putback tips around, no good. Loose ball, and the Sun Chiefs scramble for it, but LaPrecious Thompson comes down with it half court, and she'll drive in, puts a shot up, no good. No foul's going to be whistled against number 23 for the Sun Chiefs. That's Courtney Jones. So her second foul of the ball game, fourth team foul. LaPrecious Thompson back to the foul line for the Lady Bulldogs. And her first shot's off the rim and no good. LaPrecious had 6 in the first half, 4 out of 4 from the free throw line, and she's missed her first one here in the second half. Second shot on the way, and it too falls off the rim. And no good. Sun Chiefs control it, back into the front court for them. They try to work it down low, and they do. Near side, back out top to Williams. Cross court pass going to be tipped away, and I believe we're going to have a foul whistled on Markia Nix. And we do. That's Markia's third foul of the ball game, and it looks like she's going to get a breather here. No, LaPrecious is going to get a breather as Samara Dingus-Wayo checks in. Sun Chiefs work the basketball. Tough man-to-man defense by the Lady Bulldogs. Presley Owens, back outlet pass, jumper baseline is no good, and controlled by Samara. She'll bring it into the front court for the Lady Bulldogs. Shamika Hart back to Samara. Markia Nix near side. Hart, jumper from 18 is good. That's her 7th points of the ball game as the Sun Chiefs try to work it. And we're going to have a traveling violation whistled against number 12, Mariana Pride. Lots of whistles here. Hart to Dingus-Wayo. Markia Nix pull-up jumper from 10 feet away, off the rim and no good. Controlled by the Sun Chiefs. As they'll work it around the top. Pull-up jumper from the top of the key is good, and that is Mariana Pride. Presley Owens out to Markia Nix. She'll drive in, and she's going to be fouled. She called that on number 30, I suppose, Takira Johnson. That'll be her first foul of the ball game. And Markia Nix to the foul line. Markia is a 63% foul shooter, and she makes the first one. Second trip to the line today for Markia Nix, and she's good on all 4 shots she's taken. That's 12 for Nix so far in the ball game. Long 3-point shot attempt is no good. Rebound, Markia Nix. She gives way to Yasmin Nelson. Pull up at the foul line and no good. In and out, rebounded Sun Chiefs, and they'll try to work it quickly back down to the offensive end. 3-point shot attempt is up and on the way, off the front of the rim and no good. Nix the rebound. She'll kick it out to Dingus Wayo. And far side, Shamika Hart. 3-point basket, no good. Shamika just lost her distance from 3-point range. 0 for her last 11. Jordan Jeanson kicks it back out to Williams. Back down to Jeanson. And now Williams again. Diamond Williams. Into the lane by the Sun Chiefs. And we're going to have a 2-shot foul whistled against Yasmin Nelson. That's Yasmin's second foul of the ball game. And Mariana Pride's going to go to the foul stripe. See if she can get a couple of free points here. And she's good on the first of 2. Pride's second shot on the way, and it is good. So makes 2 for the Sun Chiefs. It's 42-34. Samara Dingus-Wayo will bring the basketball into the front court for the Lady Bulldogs. Hart on the far side. Down low, Kendra Hall off the backboard and no good. Sorry, Brittany Jones. Williams working against Shamika Hart out front. Down low to Mary Robinson, and Robinson will put it up. That's going to be way short. Rebounded by Dingus Wayo. Kicked it out, Markia Nix. Yasmin Nelson down low, Brittany Jones, and that's no good. Put back is no good. This time rebounded by Harris for the Sun Chiefs. And now we got a whistle. Gonna have a timeout taken by the Sun Chiefs. 10:57 to go in the ball game. Lady Bulldogs a 7-point advantage here at the timeout. Full timeout taken by the Sun Chiefs. And their head coach, Linda Pitts. Coach Stone and the Lady Bulldogs have discussed it, and they are ready to resume action here. Sun Chiefs will inbound on the far side. And they do to Harris. Harris gives way to Diamond Williams. Working it around. Tried to go down low to Harris. Tipped away and controlled by the Lady Bulldogs. Helenisha Young, good to see her back on the court after that injury in the first half. Doesn't appear to be favoring her knee. Nix thinks about it, gives way to Dingus-Wayo, who hits a three-pointer. Samara Dingus-Wayo with her first points of the ball game, and it's a three-point bucket for the Lady Bulldogs. Sun Chiefs work it down low. Harris, and it appeared that Yasmin Nelson got a hand on it, but she's being whistled for the foul. So Nelson picks up her third foul of the ball game. 2 shots coming for Shantavia Harris, the 6'4" center for the Sun Chiefs. Sun Chiefs have another 6'4" center listed on their roster, a sophomore from Montgomery, Brianka Crenshaw. And Harris no good on both, rebounded by Nix. Up quickly for the Lady Bulldogs. She'll kick it back out as Dingus-Wayo and Hart work beyond the perimeter. Dingus-Wayo, another three-point attempt, no good. Rebounded Hart. She'll put up one of her own. Air ball. And Markia Nix down low in traffic will kick it back out front. Markia just inside the stripe, off the rim and no good. Controlled by the Lady Bulldogs. Helenisha Young kicks it back out front, new shot clock. And Nix gives way to Yasmin Nelson, and she'll kick it back out. Jumper by Helenisha Young is no good. And the official says it's Sun Chief basketball. Got a replay coming here. In her hands and out of bounds, but nonetheless, Sun Chief basketball. As the Sun Chiefs work it down low to Harris. And we're going to have Nelson whistle for another foul. And that's going to be her fourth. Yasmin Nelson picks up foul number 4, 3 here in the second half of play. And she's going to get a break as looks like Brittany Jones getting set to check in. Shantavia Harris misses again. She is 0 for 3 from the foul line. And here comes Brittany Jones. Harris, her second shot is good. So 1 out of 4 for Harris. And the Lady Bulldogs back into the front court. Working it around. Nix, a pull-up jumper is no good. And Brittany Jones couldn't control it. Out of bounds to the Sun Chiefs. Lady Bulldogs a 9-point advantage here with just under 9 minutes to go. 8:59 on the second half clock. And they'll move into the front court here. Sun Chiefs. LaMonica Lewis with it on the far side. And we've got a foul whistled. Double personal fouls on Brittany Jones. That's her second. And also on Harris. That's her third. As the officials try to sort things out here on the double personal foul. Coach Melanie Stone questioning why does Sun Chiefs get the ball back. Possession error favors the Lady Bulldogs, but nonetheless inbound to the Sun Chiefs. Harris down low, going to be tipped away and broken up. The putback is good. And Dingus-Wayo and Jones down low trying to prevent Harris from scoring. Harris is a mighty big presence, 6'4", and hard to stop down there. Lady Bulldogs in the front court, down low to Brittany Jones. Turnaround jumper is no good. Rebounded by Marquia Nix. And the putback is good. Foul whistled as Shantavia Harris looks like it's going to pick up her 4th foul of the ball game. And she does. So that's 4 on Shantavia. Marquia Nix from the foul line. Perfect on the afternoon, 4 out of 4, and she makes the 5th one. Takira Johnson checks in and gives Harris a break, as Harris has 4 fouls, the 6'4" center for the Sun Chiefs. Second shot is on the way, and it's good. So Nix, 6 out of 6 from the free throw line this afternoon for the Lady Bulldogs. Diamond Williams works it into the front court. Lady Sun Chiefs looking for a seam as they work the perimeter. Diamond Williams. And we're going to have a travel whistled on the far side. Mary Robinson guilty of the travel, and that'll be a turnover. 47-38 your score, with 7:46 to go here in the second half of play. Lady Bulldogs trying to get to 13-3 on the year and win their 7th in a row. Long cross-court pass to Dingus-Wayo. 3-point shot off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Brittany Jones, and the putback, she was pushed in the back. And it looks like going to be on number 30, which is Takira Johnson, her 2nd foul of the ball game. So Brittany Jones to the foul line. First shot is up and good. Precious Thompson back into the ball game. Second shot on the way by Jones is good. (49-38), 11-point advantage for the Lady Bulldogs. Sun Chiefs work it into the front court. Trying the far side. Now bring it back to the center, and on the near side, Diamond Williams. Heavy pressure there, LaPrecious Thompson. Helenisha Young as the drive into the middle by Takira Johnson. They lose the handle on it, and it'll be out of bounds to the Lady Bulldogs. Bianca Crenshaw has checked in. Number 42, that's the other 6'4" center for the Sun Chiefs. Crenshaw is a sophomore. Harris is a freshman. Marquia Nix near side. Back up LaPrecious Thompson. She's going to be guilty of a stutter step. Diamond Williams will bring it in for the Sun Chiefs. Lady Bulldogs in a tough man-to-man defense here as the Sun Chiefs drive the lane. Rebound tipped out, and it's going to be last touched by Crenshaw underneath. So side out to the Lady Bulldogs. LaPrecious Thompson with 6.5 minutes to go in the ball game. She'll bring it into the front court. Shamika Hart back across to Thompson. Hart open, and she'll take one just inside the line. That's a 2-point shot for Hart, just inside the 3-point range. Sun Chiefs working around the perimeter, looking for, trying to get it inside as Crenshaw and Jones go at it underneath. Long 3-point effort is no good. Shamika Hart the rebound. 5:47 and counting here. And the Lady Bulldogs, a 13-point advantage. LaPrecious Thompson, a pull-up jumper from the foul stripe, no good. Rebounded, controlled by the Sun Chiefs. Quick outlet pass to Lewis. Lewis gives way to Witter, and Witter in for the points. Here comes the Lady Bulldogs, LaPrecious Thompson. She'll settle it down a little bit. Now drives the lane and goes up, and no good. Foul's probably going to be whistled on number 3, and that is Diamond Williams. Picks up her second of the ball game. It'll send Thompson to the foul line. Thompson is 4 out of 4 on the afternoon from the stripe. First shot is on the way, and it's good. Mass substitutions here for the Sun Chiefs. Second shot on the way from LaPrecious Thompson. (52-40) your score. Well, check that, 53-40. And there's a shot, no good. Rebounded, put back is no good. And the rebound's going to be controlled by the Sun Chiefs. They'll kick it out beyond the perimeter. Try to reset the offense, and tough pressure by the Bulldog defensively. Shamika Hart. And LaPrecious Thompson. Presley Owens now against LaMonica. And down inside, shot clock down to 4, and we're going to have a foul whistled against Brittany Jones. Brittany picks up her second of the half, third of the ball game. Tenth foul whistled against the Lady Sun Chiefs. Has the Lady Bulldogs in the double bonus here. Lady Bulldogs only committed 6 fouls here in the second half. And now we're going to have a full timeout taken by the Sun Chiefs. So timeout with 4:36 to go in the ball game. A 13-point Lady Bulldog advantage here for head coach Melanie Stone. And there you get a good shot of head coach Steve Campbell and athletic director Ladd Taylor. Of course, the Bulldogs come up just short of another state championship this year, losing to Co-Lin. And head coach Steve Campbell, I'm sure, already working on the 2013-2014 football season. And you can expect a very competitive Bulldog football team to be fielded by head coach Steve Campbell. Looking at the basketball schedule here, looks like the Bulldogs going to be on the road on Monday as they'll travel to Hines all the way up to Utica. Next home game, they're going to host Co-Lin on Thursday, January the 31st. Both men and women will play. The ladies at 6 and the men at 8. Lady Bulldogs will inbound with 4.5 to go. Down low, Presley Owens got her own rebound, and put back is good. So Presley Owens gives the Lady Bulldogs a 15-point cushion. As the Sun Chiefs work it down low, and that one's going to bounce around and finally fall. 3:55 and counting here. Speaking of men's basketball, after a phenomenal start, Bulldogs reopened action in 2013 as LaPrecious Thompson drives. We get a whistle down low. Foul's going to be called on Tiara Henry, her first of the ball game. LaPrecious going to go to the foul line where she is perfect on the afternoon. But in 2013, the men have yet to win a ball game. After a storming start in the fall, after the Christmas break, the Bulldogs came back and lost to Delgado again, the only team to beat them in 2012, 74-72. Then hosted Pearl River in one that went right down to the wire, losing 63-61 here as Thompson cannot convert on either of the two. And the Sun Chiefs will work it into the front court. 3-point shot far side is no good. And that one's going to be tipped out of bounds off of LaPrecious Thompson. So a heads-up play by the Sun Chiefs over there, and Latrika Jenkins to tap it off of Thompson. And the Sun Chiefs will work it around. But the men hosted, well, the men and the women hosted the Pearl River Wildcats, always a festive night in any sporting venue as the Wildcats and Bulldogs square off. That 3-point effort is no good. Now we got a whistle. And we got a foul against Presley Owens, her third of the ball game. And that's going to send Tiara Henry to the line. But the girls, the Lady Bulldogs, able to win. The boys get right down to the wire, and a last-second 3-point shot put up by Darius Forrest was no good. And the Wildcats come away with a 2-point victory, 63-61. Bulldogs next traveled to East Central in Decatur and lost by 10, 91-81. And then last week hosted Jones, or earlier this week hosted Jones, and there's a bucket to push it out, 57-43. Just under 3 minutes to go here. And Jones able to come out an 82-70 winner here on Tuesday night. So the Bulldogs look to get back to their winning ways on the road at Hines on Monday, and then home against Colin here next week in the Weathers-Winslow Center. Lady Bulldogs trying to work the perimeter. Presley Owens on the left side. Shamika Hart back up top. Markia Nix. And LaPrecious Thompson drives into the lane, loses her footing. And it's going to be a side out for the Lady Bulldogs. Inbound pass to Presley Owens, and we've got a whistle. Shot clock's at 6 seconds. And the inbound pass is going to come to Nix. Quick turnaround, and she's going to be fouled hard underneath the goal. And it looks like number 10. That's who it's going to be, Latrika Jenkins. She'll pick up her second foul and send Markia Nix to the foul line. Markia on the afternoon, 6 for 6 unofficially. And we'll see if she can knock down 2 more. And the first one is good. 2:16 to go. 12-point advantage now for the Lady Bulldogs. Second one is good. So 8 for 8 from the foul line this afternoon is Marquia Nix. And the Lady Bulldogs back out to a 14-point advantage. Nix will get a breather as Mulaney Nicky checks back in. And the Sun Chiefs work with 2:10 on the clock. Around the perimeter. And a couple of steps that time, no whistle. And trying to get it down low, tipped away by Brittany Jones. 1:57, shot clock down to 11 here. And we're inside 2 minutes to go. LaPrecious Thompson defending against Latrika Jenkins. There's a shot, no good, rebounded by Presley Owens. And LaPrecious going to be in no hurry to bring this one up. Minute 40 on the game clock, 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Bulldogs. LaPrecious Thompson splits the defenders, inside, down low, Presley Owens, and too far underneath the goal. Rebounded by the Sun Chiefs and coming back quickly this direction. 3-point shot attempt by Lewis is no good. Rebound and put back underneath, and we've got no elevation, but we've got a whistle. Going to be called on Presley Owens. She picks up her 4th foul of the ball game. I didn't see that one, but I ain't seen a lot of things that they're seeing today. They're seeing all kind of visions this afternoon. First, the 2 foul shots is good by Mary Robinson. Second shot on the way, and it bounces away. Rebounded Sun Chiefs. Now we're going to have another whistle. And Mulaney Nicky is going to pick up her first foul of the ball game. So Mulaney Nicky will send Latrika Jenkins to the line, and she'll shoot 2. 13-point Bulldog advantage here with 1:19 to go. First shot is good. And the second is good by Jenkins. So the lead is down to 11. And the clock approaches a minute to go. LaPrecious Thompson into the front court. LaPrecious kicks it back out. And we're going to have 3 seconds in the lane whistled against Brittany Jones. And Coach Melanie Stone says, give me a timeout here. She's got 5 left. So timeout taken by the Lady Bulldogs. It's a 30-second timeout, and it comes with 1:01 on the game clock here. Again, the Bulldogs back in basketball action on Monday as they will travel to Utica, Mississippi, and take on Hines Community College. And then the next home game will be on January 31st, which is Thursday of next week, as they'll host the Colin Wolfpack here at the Weathers-Wenzel Center. Make plans now to come out and join us for men's and women's basketball action next Thursday night here in the Weathers-Wenzel Center. I guess we could call it the dog box. Why not? Sort of paint it to look like a dog box out front. The Weathers-Wenzel dog box. All right, coming out of the timeout, Sun Chiefs will control the basketball. They got 1:01 to work with. Mulaney Nicky with a steal. Nicky, a pull-up jumper from 10 feet away, rims out. Rebound underneath, and we're going to have a whistle as Amanda Evans had snuck into the ball game. And the rebound and putback foul's going to be whistled on LaMonica Lewis, her first of the ball game. But that's going to send Amanda Evans to the foul line. Just under a minute to go, 55.3 seconds. And the Lady Bulldogs an 11-point advantage here as Evans can make it 13. First shot rolls around and falls. Second shot is on the way, and it rolls around but does not fall. Rebounded by Henry for the Sun Chiefs. And here they come. And they'll drive down the far side. Up and off the glass is good for Kenyetta Whitter. And the inbound pass comes to LaPrecious Thompson. Thompson works it out. Brings it into the front court. And she's going to be fouled by LaMonica Lewis. She'll pick up her second and send LaPrecious Thompson to the line. 37.5 seconds to go. And the Lady Bulldogs a 10-point advantage here. 60-50 your score as LaPrecious Thompson pretty accurate from the foul stripe, and she misses that one. Maybe a jinxter or something, I don't know. Second shot from Thompson. And it is good. So unofficially, 2, 4, 6, 8, 6 out of 8. And there's a shot from the far side that won't go. Thompson the rebound, and the shot clock is off. Down under 20 seconds now. And the Lady Bulldogs are going to move to 13-3 on the year. A 7-game win streak, 9-0 here in the Weathers-Wenzel Center. LaPrecious Thompson. And she works against Lewis. And with less than a second, there's the final buzzer. And the Lady Bulldogs, an 11-point win, 61-50 here, the final score over the Sun Chiefs of Faulkner State. These two teams will shake hands at center court here. And the Lady Bulldogs improved to 13-3 on the year. This was a non-conference game, so they're still 3-1 in conference play. They've won 7 in a row. They're 9-0 here at home. And so a nice hand for the Lady Bulldogs. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with a final word here in just a second from the Weathers-Wenzel Center. All right, some final game stats as the final score 61-50, and looking at the Sun Chiefs, leading scorer is going to be Mary Robinson, number 15. Mary had 11 on the ball game, followed by Latrika Jenkins with 10. Shantavia Harris down low. She had 7 inside the paint. Courtney Jones added 5. Mariana Pride and Tarika Johnson added 4 apiece. Chandra Cooper had 1. Tiara Henry had 1. And that's your 50 points for the Sun Chiefs. For the Lady Bulldogs on the afternoon, not a fantastic game shot-wise, only a 27% field goal percentage from the floor, so that was kind of terrible. 26% from three-point land. Overall, free throw percentage 67%, so that was the bright spot, as LaPrecious Thompson only missed 2 on the afternoon. Markia Nix was perfect from the foul line based on what I saw. Looking over the stat sheet here, Markia Nix led all scorers with 20 points on the afternoon. She had 16 rebounds, 8 defensive and 8 offensive rebounds did Markia Nix. So a fantastic ball game as she played 20 minutes exactly. So a fantastic ball game by Markia Nix here this afternoon. Right behind her was Shamika Hart with 13 points, and she had 6 rebounds on the night. From three-point land, Shamika Hart was 3 out of 14. So, at one point there, she missed like 10 in a row. And really hurt her three-point percentage there this afternoon. But the Lady Bulldogs do improve to 13-3 on the year. They remain 3-1 in conference play. They've won their last 7 ball games in a row. They are going to be next in action on Monday night in Utica as they'll take on Hines. And the next home game for the Lady Bulldogs and for the Bulldogs as well will be next Thursday night as they'll host the Colin Wolfpack here in the Weathers Wenzel Center. And you can catch that game just as all home games, live streaming right here at mgccc.edu. So a nice thanks to all of y'all who tuned in this afternoon. As we leave this afternoon, you'll see some highlights from this afternoon's game. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll look forward to seeing you here in the Weathers Wenzel Center or online next Thursday night, January the 31st, as the Bulldogs take on the Colin Wolfpack. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for Gulf Coast basketball. Is there anything playing audio-wise? Nothing? We're going to have some music.